All right, guys, welcome to another episode of Everyday Upland. I came on early today, got everything set up, kind of sat around for about 10-15 minutes. There were no technical issues today. Yesterday, I had a lot of technical issues as I started to record. The whole thing started to do like that, and my screen went dark. Um, I wasn't sure if anyone was hearing me. I tried it a second time, it didn't work. Hopefully today it works okay. All right. So today I wanted to talk about something that would have been very helpful yesterday for new players in the game, but I probably will do that tomorrow instead of today. But today I wanted to talk about some things that I saw on the internet or things that I've seen from people that I'm following on Twitter. And some of the ideas are great. One of the idea I saw is pretty great. Um, but I wanted to say to you guys, if you haven't checked this yet, you should have received your Big Apple Block Explorer. Ooh, can I get that? Out of range. Damn. I probably don't need it anyways. I'm probably full. Okay. One issue though, it was weird. I saw it on Twitter. That's how I knew that it dropped. Because I had checked yesterday when I go to assets, structures, and block explorer, it only shows these two block explorers. But if I click up here to change my block explorer, it's there. So I don't know what's going on. And I checked yesterday, but I didn't do this yesterday. It wasn't until today I said, let me check in the option to change my block explorer. I will do it there. So this is one thing I love about Upland, how they give away block explorers that are supposed to be exclusive. I love it. I find it so funny. I didn't go to the New York meetup, but I think they had a challenge. I can't remember what it is called. They had a challenge, or yeah, they had a challenge when you had to do a few things. I always try to participate in all of these challenges with the hopes of getting a participation trophy. Well, I got a participation trophy, and that's the New York Meetup Block Explorer. So it's something that I was hoping to get because I want to collect as many block explorers as I possibly can, right? So when I received this today, I was quite happy. I was quite excited. So I made sure right away I changed my block explorer to this one. I'll be keeping this one for a while until I'm still trying to figure out what block explorer I would like Upland to make for me, and I think I have an idea. Oh man, it's just out of the it's one of those things just out of left field. I'm never usually so I guess you'd say patriotic, right? So you guys will see it eventually. I guess I'll have to eventually go to San Francisco and try to submit an idea, but I'm just gonna try and have to get a picture of this block explorer so I can eventually submit that so I can have my own um commemorative block explorer for being a director in Upland. It took me a while, but finally I've come up with something. It's not the most unique. It's just I laugh because it's funny. And I will explain it once I submit it and receive it. I will explain what it's all about. All right, guys. So the next thing I wanted to talk about today is Upland Guides. I follow him on Twitter, and he's come up with one of the most interesting and fantastic ideas where he's planning on creating a world map, right? This world map will have nodes, I think block explorer shops, racetracks, and nodes. So all of these things will be identified on the map. And I think this is a fantastic idea for someone to come up with this. So if anyone has an issue to figure out where the nodes are in Upland, because there's a lot of nodes. I'm still in Kansas City. There's still a lot of small neighborhoods that are completely built out, almost, if not, I would say about 75% built out. And it would be great for some of these nodes that nobody really knows about. Because, for example, if it wasn't for my guy, Wolf Warner, to tell me about Kansas City, I would have never came to Kansas City. I would never traveled to Kansas City to see what is going on there and be able to discover the amount of nodes in these smaller neighborhoods that have been created. And I think they're fantastic. So Upland Guides coming up with this idea of creating a world map of all the nodes, racetracks, and stuff like that is amazing, because now, especially with the racing and everyone getting cars, the whole Upland Racing League now is going to be a lot easier to figure out how you're going to come together, as all Uplanders should come together and figure out how they plan to create this league and getting all the individuals who are a part of a racing team involved in this racing Upland racing idea. So now you'll be able to easily find each node that has a racetrack. You'll be able to find racetracks in various cities. It's not going to be much of a challenge to find these things, because now there's going to be a map of everything. And with Upland going international, it's just going to make even more sense, because there's going to be so many cities that are released, that it's going to be hard to be able to remember where some of the racetracks are, or where some of the nodes. That you'll only be able to remember these things if you have properties within these cities, or yeah, within these neighborhoods, I should say, or within these nodes. That's the only way. And maybe you have a structure within a node that has a racetrack, right? So this is such a great idea, and I'm doing this video as well so I can get my audience, who are a part of many different nodes, to make sure they find him on Twitter. If you're not on Twitter, sign up for Twitter, guys. Get in on just follow every um person that talks about Upland, because that's what I did. I followed every single person that has mentioned Upland, has shared pictures on Upland, or anything relating to Upland. I follow them all on Twitter. So you guys need to get in, let Upland Guide know where your nodes are, what city it's in, if it has a racetrack, so he can put it on this map so you can easily be found. People can now get to know more, or get to know about your node or your racetrack, and maybe that will just you just want to increase the visibility of your node. And if you have a racetrack, it's such a great idea for him to do so. It's something that I really, really thought was a great idea. So I said I had to put that into my video. Hopefully, a lot of people do see this video and are interested in highlighting the nodes that they're from. I haven't said anything. I haven't messaged him yet, but now that I've put the video out, I will. Hopefully, I will mention to him to put in the Creedmoor node with the Creedmoor racetrack. I will actually jump in the Discord today and talk to the managers of the node, and let them know that they should make sure that their node and racetrack is a part of this world map, because this is such a great idea. It's fantastic. This is one thing I like about the Upland community, is that altogether, the various people that we have in the community, we come up with some great ideas of how to broadcast the game more. One, broadcast what we're doing in the game, broadcast the nodes that we're a part of, and even broadcast the racetracks that hasn't even been the racing leagues that haven't even been started yet, but now is being set up. So by the time that comes around, we'll be able to know where everything is, we'll be able to easier to find. So that's one thing about the Upland community. They're making it easier and easier for others and myself to understand and be able to find what I'm looking for, because I've noticed, like, on Reddit, there's a lot of questions, a lot of questions to answer. This is why I wanted to do the video yesterday, because they're still getting those questions of what is the next step? What do I do? So the more of this stuff coming out and more of things, ideas like these are available, it will make it so much easier for the new players in the game to be able to find exactly what they're looking for, whether it's a node, whether it's a racetrack, whether it's a neighborhood that you can participate in and become a part of a node. All of this stuff needs to be put out there, so the new players can take part, because the more new players that we have in this game, it's the better it is for the game, and it's better it is for the players, right? So I haven't checked recently to see what the numbers are, but I believe the numbers are probably still consistent. A lot of the talk from Upland um, themselves, or people doing articles, or articles being written on Upland, they usually keep it very low, because the last I checked, it was on the high it was on 280, so it's a high 200s. But Upland keeps it around 230, right? As the amount of users in the game, and I believe it's a lot higher than that. But because I guess it's been fluctuating a lot recently, they have kind of said, let's just lowball it, even though we're above and higher than a certain level of players in the game. But we'll just lowball it just to be on the safe side. I understand it makes absolute sense, because the numbers fluctuate so much, especially when a new city is being opened. Players, more players somehow find out that a new city is being released and somehow come into the game. So I don't understand how they know that a new city is being released if they're not in the game often and generating upics, because this blockchain tracks you by the amount of upics you're holding, and you generate upics on a daily basis. So I don't understand how the numbers go down right after a release or weeks after a release, and then when another city release is happening, the numbers go back up. So it's interesting, but Upland, they're doing well. It's growing. I like the pace that they're moving at. Like I said to you before, I'm really excited about what's to come. Um, Ideas that are being brought forth by the Upland community to make it easier for all of us to navigate the game is fantastic, and I hope it continues. Right? So that's all I really have to say on that. Those are just the two subjects I really wanted to speak on. I'm just watching my Block Explorer float all around Kansas City. I'm still in Kansas City, but I haven't really done too much. I've just been accumulating upics right now. And just by chance today, I decided to click on leaders. I've never really clicked on it before. And then I scrolled down, and because I saw Abdullah's name, I just said, let me click on it, total upics process. And then there's me right there. Because I don't know how many days I had gone, but I've been busy a lot the last few days trying to get things organized, because I have some stuff coming up. Um, this month is a very busy month for me. So unlike yesterday where I had a technical issue, um, July in general for me is gonna be a little hit and miss. It won't be as consistent as the previous, say, 100 videos. It will be a hit and miss, because there's gonna be times that I will be away. I won't be doing videos while I'm away. There will be times that I'll be really busy and I may not be able to come on one day. but I'll probably come on a day or two or so. So it's not that I don't I'm now kind of losing running out of ideas or anything like that. It was a struggle to come up with an idea every day from day one all the way from video one all the way to video 100. So that's nothing new. But you know, July is going to be a very busy month for me, so I won't necessarily be putting out as much content as often as I did previously. But once we get through this, I will be still putting out content on the daily like I normally do. So you guys should check this out. I'm kind of seeing as well that a lot of people are just sitting around and just collecting UPX for the moment because Rio is opening soon. People are selling some properties. I haven't sold anything. All the properties that I have up for sale from a long time ago are still up for sale, but they're not enough for me to be really making any money off of because I probably have maybe 2 to 3% of my holdings for sale. So it's a very small percentage of my Upland holdings that are up for sale. So I am not making money from that. Like I've said to you guys before, my intention is not to sell a lot of my properties now. I've bought a lot of properties very cheap. So I said I'll give it time. I'll let the game grow some more. The more players come in. Once like I said, I believe once the crypto market gets going again, that's when Upland will boom, and that will be, I believe, for me, will be my perfect time to start unloading some properties, collecting some UPIX from these sales, and so on and so forth. But for now, the market is kind of slow when it comes to crypto. I haven't really been paying much attention. I've been more into the whole Upland and everything Upland, everyday Upland. So things are even slow right now in Upland. We're all just sitting and waiting. I don't mind the time between city release. I said that before the Vegas release. It was almost a month and a half, if I remember correctly, between the city that between the Chicago re-release and Las Vegas being as a new city being opened, and I think that's great. The only problem it is for someone like myself who do everyday Upland, it just makes it a little bit more difficult to find things to talk about. But I have an idea now what I will be doing in the meantime until any new announcements have come out. And I haven't checked today to see if anything new has come out in Upland because Upland is always randomly putting out news. But I think maybe things are on the calm right now before it gets rolling again. All right, guys. So I just wanted to quickly just come out and do that quick video just to let you know that I finally got my big Apple Block Explorer. I'm really happy about that. I'm gonna let you guys look at it one more time. You guys, most of you have already gotten it, but if you guys didn't take part in the competitions that Upland had, you wouldn't be able to get one of these. I did, so I was able to get one. I'm accumulating a lot of assets, a lot of digital assets, right? I'm accumulating. Let's see how much this one is. Ooh, that's big. I don't know. That's huge. But anyways, guys, that's all I have today. Thank you for watching another episode of Everyday Upland. If you like my content, please hit that thumbs up button. It would really help my channel. I need to get my channel up and going again, start getting some new subscribers and getting it out there to more people. If there's anything I've missed, please leave a comment down below. Tell me if you like my channel. Tell me if you don't like my channel. Tell me if you like my topics, so on and so forth. Just let me know. I do respond within a 24-hour period, guys. So thank you all for taking the time out to watch Everyday Upland, and I'll see you soon. Good night.